Well, hello. My name is Mark Walsh, and I've just been told I'm the closer, so you got that to look for. Unless Miriam is here somewhere and comes out of the wall. So I'm going to read two poems. This first poem is, this is a poem about things that freeze my blood, and it's called You Crossed This Bridge for the One Down the Road, and it's dedicated to my friend Ken Lasordo. 1961 to 2015. He was a friend of mine from college, UMass Dartmouth, and this is the only poem I have that has a Plymouth reference in it, and the reference is right across the street at the old San Diego's, where Ken and I used to meet. You crossed this bridge for the one down the road. I'm on speaking terms with bridges, but the conversations are terse. Behind the wheel, a bridge boils my panic, burns together two unpleasant parts of life, height and no viable exit. To be on a bridge is to be locked into the starkness of a one-way route. Fear invades. I plead with my irrational self not to make the terror of losing control and bursting through the guardrail a real thing. In time, and with help, I have assembled defenses, casual movements, left hand firmly on the wheel, while the right moves from the wheel to the shift, and the shift to the wheel, showing gurgling anxiety, a ripple of self-control. Singing helps. Found lyrics a distraction. So is conversation with my rider, who I remind myself is my charge to deliver safely home, bigger life, providing bigger focus. Alone, however, I am left to confront a steel and concrete behemoth looming over the horizon. What then? Years ago, a friend put a stop to his days, and I needed to drive to Falmouth to accept and to say goodbye. My anxiety pregame nearly evaporated. The image of the Sagamore dwindled in comparison to the size of my loss, the stern emptiness my questions could not answer. The trip was accountability, penance, apology owed for missed calls, canceled plans, trash can of dropped balls. The creeping anger you shouldn't feel but do never resolves and never fades. He was vital. He worked with people who had lost themselves, worked to pull them out of darkness so he could forget his. A darkness he hid so well that it took 2 hours from the news of his death for me to wake up to the cause of his. The emptiness that forced me to consider all I didn't know. Then, around the bend of Route 3, the bridge appeared like some bog beast that chomped speardanes for sport. Fear arrived the way a nurse appears at the doorway, inviting you into the exam room for the diagnosis. Alone, locked in, car tilted toward the crest of the Sagamore, nearly wiped clear, a weirdness arrived, and I said aloud, "Peace, little friend. Thank you for your care, but I'm going to say goodbye to Ken, and I need to pick up his slack." The hot panic simmered, cooled, stopped. Today, when bridges need to be crossed, they're crossed for Ken, for the bridges he should be riding on and off the Cape, as he should be racing triathlons and playing his ukulele and meeting me in Plymouth for respectable Tex-Mex. You cross this bridge for the one further down the road, for the bridges you can't see yet, making it a thing you do, like falling asleep or waking up with the alarm. The depth of air under vaulted steel is not for you, is never for you, because you have another bridge to cross. Thank you. Admittedly, that was a little dark, so I'm going to end on an up note. This is a poem called Getting Outside. Getting outside. It's impossible to look at a field of trees and find stillness. Air rustles drive leaves or thrusts a bough along the length of a trunk. Holding the forest canopy in view, movement finds its way to you in the distant sway of limbs separating to reveal glimpses of bright, cloudy sky. It's easier to watch than it is to forget. When the blues hit, open all doors and windows in your house. Listen for the breeze and let it invite you to where the garden needs weeding or birds need counting. Name the birds you count. Learn a sparrow from a chickadee, from a woodpecker. Relax the eye along the landscape until they show themselves in quick hops and darting pecks. Take in what is in front of you, careful not to miss what needs to be seen. Accomplish small tasks that provide weird worth. The least amount of action can flatten the greatest heap of anxiety. Where the world is broken is where the sparrow endures. Thank you very much. Thank you.